I was about to say you could have it worse.
Well, I have lots of jump.
Three.
Oh, we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start this thing. I forgot I put this on automatic. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the little MLS action on Glory Hunters. Late. Did this one last year, but I can't sleep, and I live in Europe, and I have two other Europeans that can't sleep. I got Leach from Deutschland and the wonderful country of England, Glory Hunter Nick. I guess he's working late, so we're gonna watch the Hudson River Derby. You can check it out right now. This is probably, as far as derbies go, the last remaining one for Metro Stars or New York Red Bull, because the DC United and the Revolution Derby has kind of died ever since what they called the Red Wedding 4 years ago, when New York Red Bull came in and they absolutely trounced them. I think it was by 5 goals or more. This has actually been the bigger of the two rivalries, and the DC United rivalry, which was the biggest one. DC kept Metro Stars from winning multiple MLS Cups over and over. So this one being broadcast in Yankee Stadium probably for the last time, because they move into their new arena just by Shea Stadium next year. This should be really great. Fantastic. The Red Bulls have been competing with Inter Miami, which is clearly probably the most powerful team in all of MLS soccer right now. And the New York NYCFC did not get off to a great start, so I wasn't really too worried. But if you look at the table, it's 3-4. So now this game has a lot more meaning, whereas New York really had a soft year last year. This is a brand new team. They're far removed from their 2020 championship. This game's got some pretty big meaning. The New York Red Bulls are pistol hot. They got Lewis Morgan, a big surprise, barely played for the last 2 years. One of the highest scoring forwards in all of MLS. And of course, they have all the way from RB Leipzig, now Emil Forsberg, who is basically setting up a lot of these plays. He's an amazing player, fun to watch. The Red Bull defense is with the Niles brothers has been good as it was last year. So they don't let too many goals in, and now they're scoring them. And now they're probably in the running to give Inter Miami a run for the money. And here we are. I can't say I know too much about NYCFC because I thought they were going to have another lousy season. But now I'm looking at the table. It seems like they turned it around. You guys excited?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Should anyone ever be really excited for an MLS game, though?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, you get to watch. This is Yankee Stadium. I mean, it is all the New York Cosmos played here. This is one of the most famous. Well, actually, not in the old stadium. This is the new Yankee Stadium. I forgot they built the new one. Just right next to the original park in the Bronx, New York. I've yet to go to this because I actually left the country before. I grew up a Yankee fan, but it's always kind of cool to know they can play in such an historic grounds, so to speak. But this is also the smallest pitch on planet Earth, and you'll see that the way they kind of put the pitch together, just fit it into a baseball park. Thankfully, New York NYCFC is getting and thankfully NYCFC is getting a new a soccer specific stadium next year. So wait a minute, did they say Citi Field? They're playing this in Shea? Wait a minute, are they playing this in Shea Stadium? Yes, they are. I was wrong. This is not Yankee Stadium. This is the very new Citi Field, which is the home of the New York Mets. I didn't know they even played there. Maybe they're playing there this year until they move into their stadium, which is literally right next to Shea Stadium. The New York Mets being the rival baseball team. Wow, that's news. I didn't think they ever played in Citi Field. Huh. Isn't City the same people that own Man City, right?
Yeah, the City Football Group.
So they must own the Mets now too, or at least have something to do with the Mets. They have basically Mets quasi Mets colors with a Yankees-like logo. I don't know too much again about NYCFC. I haven't been paying more attention to Miami. I'll be completely honest with you. Let me take a quick look at their high scorers and maybe some guys to look out for. Here we got stats right here. Highest rated player is Santiago Rodriguez. Just behind him is James Sands and Hans Wolf. Top scorer is Rodriguez with 5 goals. Alonso Martinez with 3, and Julian Fernandez with 2. The assist leaders look the same: Rodriguez, Wolf, and Fernandez. Hans Wolf, is that? Do we have we have an Austrian on NYCFC. Haynes, Hannes. Help me, German.
Hannes
Wolf. Okay, there we go. We got a German guy here. 5'10", 25 years old, originally from Austria. Wears number 17. Seems to be their playmaker. 83% on chances created. So maybe Metro Stars will have their hands full. I was kind of expecting to walk through these guys. I'll be completely honest with you until I've seen recent stats. Yeah. Oh, then we're gonna probably play some of the. You can listen to a little of this.
In 2015, when the Hudson River Derby got underway, began with stars, a star-studded NYCFC
They call them the new. That's also they call them the Smurfs. I'll give you some of the rivalry stuff.
And there have been so many big moments in this. The Red Wedding where they went to Yankee Stadium and completely outplayed the team in light blue. But then the team in light blue wanted to say, hang on a minute, we will rectify this. We will ride the back of David Villa.
So the Red Wedding happened, but even after having Thierry Henry, New York could win the championship. And in 2020, NYCFC got their first championship. Took them a whole 5 years. To get this. So this is a legit rivalry. The Hudson River Derby. The NYCFC refers to the Red Bulls as the New Jersey team, which in a sense they are, which I take no shame at being from New Jersey. They play in their own stadium, and where the hell do they play? I forget the name of the city. Jesus Christmas. I haven't been home in forever. Yeah, they play in Harrison, New Jersey. And really nice stadium. It's too bad more people don't go to it. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic building. And don't worry, we'll get the scoreboard up there for you. Regular season. I got to do this one with Biscuit because he's a NYCFC fan. One of these days, actually, I gotta do that for him. But Biscuit,
They've won the MLS recently, haven't they?
What, the NYC? Yeah, in 2020.
I know. When was the last time the Red Bulls won it?
Well, the league or the championship, because this is reversed. The championship is the playoffs in MLS. The Red Bulls have never won the big one, even with Thierry Henry. They won the big one in 2020 in NYCFC. It only took them about 5 years to do it. So they're only about a 7-year-old team. And like I said, it kind of killed the rivalry between DC United and the other close one being in Boston, the Revolution. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but the last 3 games have been DC United, who's playing a lot better this year and has former Red Bulls coach Troy Lesane. Red Bulls trounced them, and they trounced New England too. But New England's having a horrible start. Not surprising after what went on with the coaches and Bruce Arena walking out on the team after they did an investigation on him for being emotionally abusive or whatever the fuck it was. I know.
Head-to-head is presented by DoorDash.
Oh my God! Look at that mess of a pitch. They really should have just kept it in Yankee Stadium.
Oh, that's nice. Is it?
At least they'll have more space than they do in Yankee Stadium. They usually cover up the infield with grass of some kind in Yankee Stadium.
Is it literally like 6 fans?
Oh, they're saying this, so they're gonna have to play here for a couple more years. All right, we're about ready to kick off.
Taylor mentioned the only MLS Cup between the two teams. Rosendo Mendoza is the referee. Michael Radchuk, the video assistant.
I personally hate these guys because what's his-
Nick, I don't know about you, but I don't think Tommy has the best setting for viewing, or is it just me?
what happened? Oh,
I thought it was my end.
Oh, what's going on?
I've been trying to fix it.
Oh, we're back up. Hold on, we're back up. Any issues?
We only see like the upper left quarter of the game.
That's so weird. I'm seeing it perfectly on mine.
Is it the same for you, Nick?
Yeah, it is the same.
I mean it.
Oh Christ! All right, let's see if we can get this. We have kickoff. That's so weird because.
I'm sorry for pointing that
No,
out.
no. I'm glad you pointed that out because I invited people in here. How are we doing here?
Oh, there you go. That's good. That's good.
Jesus Christ. I thought at first that was sunshine, but that's actually the grass. Now
Not really
it's
running
back
that
to the
smooth, to be honest with you.
now it's back to the bad one. It was good for like
Yeah.
5 seconds. Great.
Back to the bad one already, huh? Let me get the score up there.
At least I have the scoreboard in like super duper high resolution.
Let's see if there's any
That's
kind
all
of
you
issues.
need,
Let's
right?
see if I get some other issues here.
If they score, you don't need to see the goal. You just need to see the number change.
Good stuff.
Jeez, that bad, huh? It's so weird. We've never had a problem like this before, have we? Let me
I
try
don't
to
get how it was fine for a few minutes. Not even that.
How we doing?
Nope.
Entering this match day, New York City on 20 points, just behind them in 4th.
That
Both
sucks.
teams in great form. New York City FC have won
So
5
Nick,
of
what do you
6
think about the game? Pretty hot, huh?
I guarantee we miss a goal.
4 goals in each.
Yeah.
Through a little bit
You got
of
a problem like
setback.
this. No, still no good.
Winless streak before
No.
beating the New England Revolution 4
I'm gonna go in and out. I'll be right back.
And then
Guys, we're having a little bit of a problem in the game, and we'll be right back with you. Probably gonna miss a goal, like I said. I'm not sure what the hell is wrong here. Okay, I'm here to speak.
This time. Hello.
Can't imagine what could be going on here. We good?
No.
Oh my god. I can't share my screen all of a sudden? Let's
New York
see.
City doing well.
Did you change any settings around or something?
No, nothing. Oh, there's a movement. NYCFC bring it up, try to make the cross. They get it to Rodriguez, and it slide right in front, and he buries it.
I told you.
Yeah.
I fucking told you.
NYCFC opens up in the first 2 minutes of the game. Unbelievable.
Well, by the way, that goalkeeper is actually the national goalkeeper for that.
For Paraguay, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Bearded man.
On very high standard then.
4-0. No. This is Suarez.
Oh, he must have switched.
What
'Cause I
happened?
think he's Brazilian.
Yeah. He's born in Brazil.
Nothing's happening, huh? So the weird thing is I can see it perfectly. Are you guys watching on phones or something?
No, I'm on
No.
PC.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop like normal.
But to be honest, the little bit that I can see is enough for me to say that was not good defensive work.
No, it isn't. And this is one of the best defensive teams in the league.
He was literally standing in front of goal. And
Let me see if I can get this back up because I'm good like everywhere except with you guys. I don't know if there's much I can do about it unless you want to kind of steal it on your end. I just stopped the thing. Try to get it back up. This sucks. Because everything's good on my end, like 100%. We have a problem. Oh, God.
That NYFC attacker literally got 4 touches on the ball in the goal zone.
Let me make it out.
Nope.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The Red Bulls get it back, and they fire Morgan fires and deflects out for throwing. I don't even know what to do. If anything, I can't restart the machine.
From reset to get it open to the left back. O'Toole plays into the feet of Santiago Rodriguez. Excuse me, and then game on.
John Tolkien will take a long throw.
Let me see something.
I have it on full screen. It doesn't do anything. It's literally like the upper 25%. Left top.
So bizarre. I don't understand. Maybe if I just make it smaller, or is that worse? Let me see if I can get it here. Can you see it that way? I know it's a little smaller.
Yeah.
No.
I can see it.
You can see it?
But now I can't see the scoreline.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
you should be able to
yeah, it's still bad.
You can see it though? No, it's
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a solid 3.
Is it bad, like muffled or something?
No, it's just like a lot of the screens cut off for some reason. It's like what I was having the other day when we did that podcast. That's why I thought it was on my end again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You said something then. Huh.
Did you play around with your settings?
No. I'm going to now, though.
At least we can see the scoreline, Nick. 1-0. Terrific game.
The superior New York side.
They all came over, all 8 of the siblings. Became a pretty good soccer player, that Malachi Jones. Started at Lipscomb University. 8th overall pick in this year's Super Draft, and now...
No, it's fine.
It's good.
Yeah?
What did you do?
Took the hardware acceleration off.
Oh.
Is it good? We
You
good?
still fixed it.
Yeah.
I fixed it?
Yep.
It hasn't changed back yet, so yeah.
Super. Okay. Looks like we're back and going.
So Nick, at what minute do we act as if it isn't fixed?
No, Steve, better
just
not.
have
I'll
to-
kill you both. And you live close to me. You're not that far from me.
I think we're gonna have to get in touch with the MLS.
You know, nice me. I might be able to. Yeah. I'm the only team that keeps St. Pauli away from a title. Yep. Wide save and picked up by Freeze.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get on the phone to the MLS, tell them to restart. We had some technical difficulties for the first 7 minutes, so you're gonna have to reset the game.
I'm good on this. I'm on the stream. I'm good. Discord relies on the hardware for your graphics. I think it's the settings on that makes it easily go black.
Talking about black, that's the name the RB New York's coach translate to.
Oh, Mr. Sandro Schwartz of Mind's Journey.
Yeah, that's
Guys who's having I'd say he's performed quite well. We haven't had a decent coach in a long time.
it's not too hard to perform decent in the MLS. You can't get relegated.
Well, you can't get relegated. You lose your job if you don't make the playoffs. It's the same as getting relegated. You know, the last Hans Gruber. He was coach last year. He got canned 4 or 5 games in. The only thing that's the real difference between this league and Europe is the playoff system. You know, I mean, I remember who was Lloyd Sam, who's an announcer for MLS. He's an Englishman, and he won the league with Bradley Wright. And he said winning the league in MLS instead of the Supporter Shield is way more difficult than it is winning the playoffs. Playoffs, you get a bounce your way, you can win it. But it's just the reason they have the playoffs is it's Americans would not be able to cope with just the league win and get excited about it.
Look at him. These soulless eyes.
Isn't Hans Gruber the bad guy in Die Hard?
Not Hans Gruber, something Gruber. I forgot his fucking name. They shit canned him. He's Austrian or something. They shit canned him last year. He used to guarantee victories and lose them all the time. I tell you, you know what he guaranteed a victory? Remember when we met in London and I had the damn the Amazon Fire, that my iPad with me at the bar, and we were watching. They got beat by Cincinnati. Yeah, he guaranteed a victory on that, I think.
Yeah, well, it was going well until they conceded a penalty.
Yeah.
And then conceded again.
Yeah, was it a 3-minute span?
Yeah, it was something like
that. Did you guys see the official MLS weight report?
The weight report?
No.
Yep.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Forsberg owns 4 times the money Luis Suarez gets.
Really?
Forsberg has an annual. Let me crunch the numbers.
Well, they can.
I reckon
they can pay.
It's Suarez probably isn't a special player, whatever they call him.
A DP. I think he'd have to be because he's foreign, right? Or maybe because he's old. Maybe, I don't know. He's the same age as Messi. Isn't he?
I thought the DP counted as like they could pay over a certain amount.
Yeah, they could pay those. Yeah, I think he's a DP. I think.
I get the feeling he's not, and that's why Forsberg earns so much more.
Yeah.
He is a DP, but he doesn't earn as much because Messi's already eating.
Oh, here's an opportunity for Metro. I'll try to center and clear it away.
Yeah, Messi's taking up the cap.
Yeah.
Forsberg is earning $6 million a year.
What do you think he's earning? What was he earning in Leipzig, you think?
Could be able to find that out.
I don't know. We're gonna get many people. Can somebody keep on the chat in there? Keep an eye on the chat in there. You know what it is? I updated Discord, and I think it fucked my settings and changed them.
Eventually. Max in the chat asks, why were Union Berlin so bad?
Yeah, they barely escaped promotion relegation yesterday. I think they got very distributed scoring last year. There was no like one star, so to speak, and I think by the end of last season they were kind of figured out, and that carried into this season. And they're not really a very talented football team to begin with. That's my opinion on Union. There he is.
By the way, Forsberg owns $2 million more than he did at Leipzig.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he's been well received. He's a great player. I've heard Germans tell me that he's been really, because of a lot of his personality and like Lewandowski, he's probably been an even bigger star. He was always top of the Bundesliga scoring every year he played.
Remember, he used to get linked to Arsenal like every single transfer window.
I think he really.
Never happened though.
I think he really loves the Red Bull organization. I think he's really happy with them. That's the impression I get. He's gotten golden boots before, correct? In the Bundesliga?
I don't know about Golden Boot. He might have won the Playmaker Award.
Rodriguez getting harassed by Tolkien. Tolkien pops out and they win a corner.
Do they have an assist award in the Bundesliga?
What? Like a golden boot?
The Premier League have like a Playmaker Award.
I don't know.
Which is like the player with the most assists.
I don't know. I imagine they do. I don't know what it's called though. Another interesting thing on Red Bull, there are 4 guys that are from the immediate area. The Nealis brothers, Edelman's from New Jersey, and so is John Tolkien. Nealis brothers being from Long Island, but it is the same area. Oh, big save by Cornell. Metro playing a little bit on the back foot.
What is that Metro you're talking about? It doesn't exist.
I don't really. You should have never changed their name.
Please stop using old propaganda.
Not
Hashtag Red Bull.
Oh, shut up.
Hashtag drank a Red Bull. Gives you wings. Blah, blah, blah. This stream is sponsored by Monster Energy.
What do you think of my
Monster
assessment
over
of...
here, actually.
what do you think of my assessment of Union? What did happen to Union? You probably know, but you're more of a Bundesliga guy than I am. Leach. Morgan trying to work it in through the infield. Fires wide.
Everything went wrong.
I mean, they must have been coached well to get to this position. He made a few controversial decisions. I was actually surprised he did take heat for... I forget that first coach's name because they went through 2 this year. He still managed to pull it out and stay in the league. Were they just well coached and the system got figured out? That's the impression I got. Because there isn't anybody on that team that scares me.
He missed the majority of last year with a hip injury, and yet him and Emil Forsberg to this team.
The thing is with a system that that was Fischer was running. It's one of those strategies that A, it gets figured out, and B, you need a very specific plate of players to fill that out. And their signings didn't fit the style they played before.
Okay.
So they brought in people who were more offensive than the system gave way.
They played with.
Also statistically, in every statistic, they
Jones fires up. It deflects off a Red Bull defender and out for a goal kick. Dominic Vancier having a pretty decent season, Nick, even though we used to make fun of him. He's been playing quite well. He usually picks up an assist a game now.
Finally figured it out. He probably heard us making fun of him.
Yeah, probably couldn't we?
It's what pushed him.
It's really obvious. I mean, they got lucky with Lewis Morgan being just coming into probably a better form than he ever had. And then the impact of Emil Forsberg, who's not playing right now, by the way. I think he's on the bench.
Yeah, you can give me Red Bull. You can hit me up. I can also sit on the bench for €6 million a year. No problem.
I think they're deciding to rest him. He's a huge part of this team. He is the captain.
Also, one of the biggest reasons is that for Union Berlin's fall-off is literally that they got back to reality. The system they were playing before was a very defensive system, and I mean, we all know that XG numbers are supposed to be taken with like a grain of salt, right?
Yeah.
It's never 100% correct.
Sure.
But at least it's like an indicator of where you should more likely be. The season before, Union Berlin scored 62 goals, and if you add up all the XGs from the game, they had like 42.3. So the team was massively outscoring their expected. There was a game on the 27th of August 2022 where they played Schalke, and the game ended 6-1 for Union Berlin. Union Berlin in that game had an XG factor of 1.05, with Schalke having one of 2.17. So they were incredibly lucky for 2 seasons.
You think? Just luck? Yeah. I mean, you said they changed styles, though. I mean, if they kept
they did through the season.
It was a bad move.
But but
That adds a
yeah,
little bit to this derby.
probably.
You should have, kept it up.
Separated by an island of Manhattan and a couple rivers, the East and the Hudson. But there's real animosity. These guys grew up playing against.
Hollabach only came so close to having a game-winning goal today.
You've got a guy like Kevin O'Toole. He was in the Red Bulls Academy.
By the way, speaking of Sandro Schwartz and Mainz 05, they've managed to stay in the Bundesliga by the skin of their teeth for 20 seasons straight now. Congratulations to Mainz.
The idea is there, though, because of
15
this,
seasons straight.
the way the
I
field
thought it was 20.
15.
15?
15?
When did they get
Still pretty impressive. But they got relegated in the middle.
when did they get relegated?
While James Sands was being treated on the field, his
What year?
We talked about that a while ago.
Yeah, check that out before I thought it was 20. There's somebody, they told me 19 this year. Oh, maybe they counted the one. Because they're only down for a year. I know that. They went down when I went to Iraq.
No, they were down for 2 years, 07, 08, and 08, 09.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh, 07, 08. Yeah, that's the year I went to Iraq. They went down.
You could play through them, and part of the inconsistency of having a young
They went down 06, 07. So yeah, they were down for 2 years.
We're part of that group that really struggled last year. I think it woke them up, and good on Nick Cushing making this team a little bit grittier and more dynamic off the ball.
Dominic Benzier draws a corner. Game's very wonky, man. They're usually a lot smoother in this. I wonder if this is because Forsberg is in the lineup. By the way, I made a mistake. Hannes Wolf was the goal scorer with the assist from Jones for NYCFC. Gotta be honest, this New York team doesn't look too bad. John Tolkien taking the free kick in the corner. In-swinger.
Hoffenheim has been in the Bundesliga for 16 seasons straight.
Outswinger, excuse me.
And then you have Augsburg, which is still there for some reason.
They're always there. They're never in trouble.
Oh, they always are in trouble. But they never go down.
Clashing of heads and bodies.
Yeah. Augsburg has been in the Bundesliga for 13 years. If you would have told me that 13 years ago, I'd call you crazy. By the way, Kiel and St. Pauli going up means Hamburg is the longest standing team in the second Bundesliga.
Huh.
Where they belong.
Shut up.
Freeze will come out as 18, then backtrack in to collect.
Just hope Rostock loses.
I'm surprised that Chelsea's outperforming their expectations.
You know, I read, and this is a German paper, that they won't be bringing the second league trophy to either to Wiesbaden, because obviously Holstein Kiel has a chance to win the Bundesliga tomorrow. The thing that confuses me about that a little bit is Nick told me earlier that they usually have two different trophies and they engrave on site. Why doesn't the Bundesliga do that? Is the trophy like really old or something, or they only have one?
You mean the second Bundesliga?
Yeah. Yeah, the trophy. I read a German article. Keep in mind how good my German is. That it will not be coming to Wiesbaden, nor it will be going to Holstein Kiel's game. And Nick told me that they engrave on the spot usually.
That's what they're doing in the Prem this year. And they have one trophy at the Arsenal game, one at the City game.
Which both are probably replicas, and then it will be engraved on the actual thing.
The actual thing, yeah.
Yeah. And they did that before when Liverpool and City, like, both could have won on the last day. They had one at each. So Liverpool had the Premier League trophy at their game when they lost the title. It's got to suck if Arsenal don't do it. They've got a fucking trophy there and they don't get their name on it, and they don't get to lift it.
It's City's trophy to lose, though, right? They have to lose. or draw.
Yeah,
and
they
Arsenal
need
win.
City to draw or lose.
Draw or
If
lose.
City beat West Ham, it's all over.
Yeah. You know, you really can't say Arsenal choked this year. I don't feel like this is a choke. They're just getting Liverpool choke. It's just they got it together a little too late. That's what it looks like from my perspective when it comes to Arsenal.
They're going up against Pep Guardiola. This is just what happens. So
Harper picking up a yellow.
How they scored the lone goal in this match.
Just a real confidence for this team, and yet they're still built with so much unpredictability, inexperienced youth.
Oh, almost a breakaway for
That could be a blessing in disguise. There's no scars.
Malachi
They haven't had
Jones.
failures. They start slow, but it doesn't matter if all of a sudden you win 5 of 6 and you get going.
The Metro Stars look really disjointed to me.
It may not be
This seems to be, besides Miami, who they beat by 4 goals in their first meeting, only to lose by 4 goals in the second one. Also, major changes coming to the MLS. You know, you have they have the Euros in Europe and the Copa America in the Copa America in South America, and Messi's already committed to play in it. I wonder if I wonder if Forsberg's going to play for Sweden in the Euros. Are they in the Euros this year?
I believe so.
Is it complete now? Well, we can continue that in a moment.
It seems to affect a lot of teams, the summer tournaments.
So the reason why there won't be a title at the Wiesbaden game is that they always award the title only at home.
Oh, okay.
So if you win the second Bundesliga title away, they then give you an extra award presentation in your wherever you choose.
I see.
And St. Pauli, the title itself is staying in Hamburg already.
Mm-hmm.
And if they, Kiel Hamburg is not very far.
Sure.
So if Kiel were to win the trophy, they would then drive the trophy from Hamburg to Kiel to give it to them on site.
Okay.
And Sweden aren't in the Euros.
Sweden aren't in the Euro, so I guess we'll build. That's good news for New York.
Yeah. Means they can bring back Ibrahimovic.
That means they can't. That's what he did last time. I don't know if you remember that. He retired from international football, then Sweden made the World Cup, and then he came out of it just to go and play at the tournament. Even though he didn't play any of the games to get into it.
Oh, really? Well, he is... guy played till he's 41, 42 years old, a pretty high level.
You have another 5 years in yourself. Don't be selfish.
It was hard watching him retire last year. He really... It's so frustrating. You can keep yourself in such good shape, and it doesn't matter. Father Time never loses.
Except if your name is Pinkazu. Oh, it's different. By the way, in the third league in Germany, 2 teams that just came up from the regional circuit made it straight to the second Bundesliga.
What?
Ulm and Münster just got promoted to the third league, and they both went up.
Oh, they both went up. Oh yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Wait, Munster isn't Regensburg getting playoff relegation?
Regensburg is getting playoff relegation.
Yeah, we're probably going to be playing them if things go right tomorrow. I actually I talked to Sasha Makinov, the captain, via DMs. He's surprisingly in very good spirits.
Was not what he was trying to do. He's had a good season.
He says we know how. He's like, because we know how to win the playoffs. Like they're already there. And I said, beat those commie fuckers.
Oh, get it.
St. Paul, yeah, I know. No, I didn't say that to him, because for all I know, he's a commie. I don't know. I don't think Sasha is. When he followed me, I told him not to. afraid to get in trouble. My shot from the point.
See, I would tell people not to follow you just because.
I told him not to follow me. I feel like I say controversial things, and he's going in a career in media. I don't think he'd want to be connected to me in any shape or form. And I sent him the video message, and then he sent back, "I'm really kind of afraid to open this." I guess he thought I was going to show my penis or something. Then I said, "No, I have a family and we've met before." And he said, "Oh, okay." And then he just wrote back. He's like, I appreciate you telling me that, but I have people with. I follow people with all sorts of opinions, and I think he was trying to kind of fish. I forget exactly what he said. If I was like a Nazi or somebody really crazy, I says, well, if that's the case, it's okay. It's just I heard you're going to the media. Oh, Vanzier gets stuffed as he tries to move through. Final third. Looks like he had opportunity for a 3-ball. Harper, who's been hot lately. And Vanzier gets a nice little pass to him, but it deflects and he draws a corner. That's a nice little play by Vanzier to draw that.
And also bad play by the goalkeeper from New York.
Yeah, I think he probably should have caught it.
Yeah, either that or just let it fly.
Yeah. That's tough, though. I played goal in hockey and in soccer, and it's really tough to know exactly where you are to let a ball fly. It's just an unnatural response when a ball's coming at you. To know exactly where you are when you're staring at the thing. Tolkien will take the free kick. There it is. Good in-swinger.
For the second time on a Red Bulls corner, Rosendo Mendoza calls a foul against the Red Bulls.
Nobody ever watches these, so I'll say it. Because I'm a little careful what I say in the Wiesbaden ones. Because I gotta, see these guys downtown and shit, and go to the events and stuff. I'm ready to get my ass kicked. I heard that teams are actually looking for Robin Hoyser. Have you heard anything like that? Second league teams want him?
Wouldn't be surprising.
Why? He's been awful for us. He's been awful for us.
Just because you can see it doesn't mean everybody else is blind to the fact that he's an able footballer.
You think he's good? Or are you busting my nut?
I think he's more than good enough for the second Bundesliga.
I've never seen this guy breaks up just about every fucking play with a poor decision or just a bad pass that I've ever seen. Every time I've never. I mean, yes, he has some assists, but it's only because of the fact. Is he leading the assists? It's only because we barely ever score.
Yeah, still, even in a bad team, 8 assists is more than impressive.
Means they're only looking at stats and not the player. They're not seeing what he does in the field.
There's 3 teams that currently are looking at him.
I can't believe that.
Braunschweig?
Yeah. He gets if he gets to stay in the second league and we get relegated, I'm going to get sick.
Braunschweig, Hertha BSC Berlin, he would fit in there straight away. He gets overpaid. It's a team full of useless players that are way too good for what they are doing. Well, that's besides the point. And Heidenheim is looking at him. Heidenheim actually...
Oh, they're going to bring him to first league. Sure. A team that's finished 3 points away from Europe. Sure.
I really hope that happens.
Oh.
Do you know why the main reason why they're thinking about it? Because his contract is expiring. Nobody would sign him if they have to pay money for him. I mean, he's probably a decent backup.
He's decent defensively.
It would be comical after Tommy's been complaining about him all season that he ends up in the Bundesliga next year.
Throw up. Throw fucking up. And I'll root heavily against anybody that puts him on the field. Especially after they screwed Holloway like they did. There's a guy you should have took a chance on. Robin Hoyser's not a guy you want to take a chance. How old is Hoyser? Is he 25? Is he too old?
Yeah, he will be the max midfield Miroslav Klose, you see
Yeah,
him, look.
sure.
The numbers will tell you New York City
He'll
is
cap
You know,
the
lose
German
all our
national
good
team
players.
as the champion.
Lose all our good players. Because I can't imagine, like, Yvonne Platine's going to come back down with us. Somebody's going to need his abilities, you know?
He is one of the players that has like 110% chance of at least staying at the level.
Yeah.
If not, like, get like signed upwards.
Yeah.
Just over 44% on the year. They're below that today. Here come New York City. Rodriguez.
Yeah, he damn near led the league in scoring in third league last year. He's a top scorer for us. And I got to be honest with you, I thought even with less goals, he played better for us this year.
Wouldn't even be surprising that if you guys were to go down, if even like guys like Matisen or Vukotic leave.
I'm pretty sure he would. Yeah, but Vukotic is great.
Matisen was one of the best rated. I don't know if you've looked at the stats. He was Matisen, one of the best rated center backs in the second Bundesliga.
We also have one of the best rated goalies, and Mateus is probably right behind him. We had a damn good defensive team. We're not a team that loses up until recently by more than one goal. Here's a shot on goal. It goes wide by Jones. Frankie Amaya gets to clear it.
But yeah, I hope Häuser gets signed to Heidenheim so you can eat like a.
He's not going to Heidenheim.
Like a broom.
He's not going to Heidenheim. He goes to Heidenheim.
You dislike him so much.
I don't dislike him that much. I've met him, so it's really like. I don't think he's lack effort. I remember being in Kaiserslautern a couple weeks ago, and there's really good passing play, trying to work it in, and he just, for no apparent reason, this is one of those passes you get where you just pass it immediately back, right? Or you make a move towards the net and then try to create space or something like that, or draw guys to you to dish. He blasted in the fucking fifth row. I don't know how many times Lee does this too, where he'll get a hard pass, like a ground pass, and his touch is off, and it goes behind him, or allows the team to transition.
You do realize he started all 33 games from the start?
Yes, and I had a problem with it then. I didn't understand why a guy who barely played in the third league didn't have a hell of a lot to do with us getting promoted. It was all of a sudden Kevin De Bruyne for Wiesbaden. I didn't understand it then, and I don't understand it now. Well, the only thing I get is he's the only guy in the team that can take a free kick, and let me tell you something, they're an adventure. And if you notice, when we lost to Holstein Kiel last week, he decided to do an in-swinger on a corner kick. And it was out. It was ruled out. The ball went, Mateus got it. He popped it in. VAR check. No goal.
Yeah, he is the most talented footballer in all of Wiesbaden.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, sure is.
It's funny. His second Bundesliga stats are unironically better than his third league stats.
Yeah, he got to play. He didn't play. I don't know what Jasinski, all of a sudden, he was a star. They didn't have anybody else that could take free kicks. Or even remotely well, I think. That's the only reason he got the job. They pushed.
Did any midfielders leave at the end of last season? Like the guys that were starting over him, did any of them leave?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
I think no, because Jakobsen was there and they played him most of the year last year. Didn't play him till the end. The Danish guy, I understand why they benched him all season. Thought he was one of the better players for us last year, and I'm never nervous when he has the ball. I forget the other guy that I'm not too happy with, his partner in crime. Fenster, yeah. Was Jesus Christ. I think his best accomplishment this year was staying quiet. Like, he didn't even know. I used to tell my son, like, you ever notice Fenster in the game? Whenever we watch him on TV, we never hear his name.
He's been linked to the Freiburg recently.
It's awful. It's awful for guys like fucking Magenhop, who are tremendous defenders, rarely get beat. One of those focused athletes I've ever seen. He works his ass off.
I would take,
Uh-oh. Fenzier fires. Deflection, draws a corner. Fenzier having a really good game.
yeah,
Told you he's playing.
Unironically, I will take Häuser to Hamburg. There you go.
Why was he taking that?
Well, because you know
I
they're
think you're-
trying to stay in the Bundesliga too, so they don't want to sign good players because then they'll go up.
Yeah, it's a survival strategy, you know.
So you sign people at Häuser, and then you know you're not going to get promoted, so it's all right.
I'd rather have a bunch of guys like fucking Öztun Harley come in and do nothing.
I hate talking about him this way because he's really nice to my family and my kid. I haven't been happy.
He won't be.
You shouldn't talk down to him.
You know, it's not that he got replaced, it's that Johannes Verst got replaced last year. He ended up going to fucking Finland for whatever goddamn reason. And he was like our number 10. And then even though he's a defensive midfielder, he's kind of been the playmaker, Häuser. It was just a weird thing they set up. That's what really hurt them. Because they had Hollebach and Platine. That's a powerful duo. And Johannes Verst was the graybeard. He was getting the ball. He could pop one every so often. He got a lot of assists. Uh-oh, here we go. Manuel fires in low and real poor shot goes to the left.
That's an understatement. That wasn't a poor
Sort
shot.
of. So expect a little more from him there.
Good pressure there from the New York Rebels.
Great interception by Frankie Amaya right there to make that happen. Just kind of shanked the ball.
Cameron Harper's upset that the
Elias
ball wasn't
Manuel.
played in front of him. But that is the New York Red Bulls of this season. Is immediately
Manuel
win possession,
Neuer.
get numbers
Okay.
forward. This year they've been much more effective in those moments.
I don't give this crap. You told me he sucked too. Fucking weeks ago. Häuser.
Yeah, I don't think he's a genius. I just think he's better than you give him credit for. I'm like in the middle. I'm not saying he's brilliant. That would be a lie. I'm saying he's probably
He's
better
not the
than
playmaker
Well,
you
to-
think he is.
To make this nice
Oh,
and
here-
balanced, I'm going to say he is brilliant.
Yeah, great.
5-star skills. Literally Ronaldinho.
Best midfielder in the league.
Did you watch my Wiesbaden video?
I haven't yet, actually. I was at work.
I'm being a lot harsher now than I was.
Ooh, he's going to start to get dirty looks downtown.
Well,
Not tomorrow.
I saw Nicholas Africanote. I can't say his fucking name. Africanotis. How do you say it again?
Nicola, is it Nicolaus? or
Nicholas.
Nicholas Agrafiotis.
Agrafiotis.
Do you know what's funny on my?
How could you not say Nicholas, but you could say that?
I said Nick. Yeah, exactly. This is the Greek name and not the fucking easy
Not the
Christian
easy one.
Central European name.
I'm pretty. Oh, handball. You know what? The irony is that I actually signed up
Wolf
my.
fires it in. Picked up easy.
Tommy, did I tell you that I have a FIFA save with Wiesbaden?
Do you really?
Yeah, I signed Agrafiotis just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah. Well, he's got a poor rating on FIFA.
Oh.
Well, that's another thing that I'm sorry. The more days go by, the more I realize the coach probably should have gone. This kid has been riding the bench all year. He finally gets a big start in Kaiserslautern, and he kills it. He had a great game, and then Niels Doring decides to okay, these are our forwards. That needed to happen in February instead of just tweaking every week. I know what he's trying to do, and there was bad luck there. It's just super frustrating. I think there's a guy from Norwich that writes me on my main account, and he was saying that, what's his name? Keenan Bennett's the Englishman on our team. Had nothing but injury problems, but he was really impressive, and he was really impressive for us, but he was hurt he's hurt most of the season as well. He got hurt in preseason.
Who do you guys have for championship playoff promotion?
Oh, I tried to. He doesn't want to eat. Who's I'm gonna go south. Hold on. Oh, jeez, Venzier gets stuffed again. Venzier has given the New York the Smurfs all sorts of problems.
Nick, who
Yeah?
gets promoted to the Prem from the playoffs?
I think that Leeds should do it. But fuck it, Southampton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna back
Southampton too.
Southampton.
I think Leeds thinks this is some kind of guarantee, and these games, these championship games are always wild. I don't think if Leeds has an advantage, I don't think it's as much as everybody thinks. That's where I fall on it.
I feel like they're just gonna bottle it. I think they've got it in it to bottle
Oh,
it.
it was a fire high and wide.
I mean, my favorite underrated centre back plays for Southampton. So
Who would that be?
good old Mr. Bednarek,
Jan Bednarek.
very solid centre back.
Oh, Red Bulls with an opportunity. Fired Harper in!
Whoa.
What a blast! Hits the top of the crossbar and buries it. Near impossible save.
You should get a VAR check on that one.
I don't think so.
Something must be wrong.
It's back-to-back goals
Red Bull scored.
for Lewis.
Yeah, VAR check, Red Bull score, invalid. Someone put Leeds always bottle playoffs. Yeah, probably.
To get the tying goal. But what is their bread and butter? Immediately, when the ball's 50-50,
I mean, they bottled promotion in the first place. So they've already bottled once this season.
Needs to be checked. Kiss my ass. It's a fucking. Let's go on the plays of the week.
It should be checked because he didn't give the goalkeeper an equal chance to save it.
He had no chance. Perfect shot.
Okay.
Exactly, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair. That should be invalidated. He didn't give him a chance.
Yeah. Everyone knows with each goal you score, the shot must be savable in some way. It was a very nice strike. It's a really satisfying finish that when it goes off the crossbar and bounces down and up.
Unless you're Terry.
Pretty decent. Nick, what's your thought on Oxford playing in the championship next season? How many points will they get? 9?
Oxford has a team.
Probably not a lot.
Like that.
They have 2.
Like 2 teams, really? Oxford? I figured that's like the.
Oxford United has just won the playoffs today against Bolton in League One, and then Oxford City won Braintree's league last year, but they just got relegated back down.
Did their ultras like wear sweaters and like tie a little knot around their necks?
Well, I don't know if they've got ultras, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they did.
That was the team that Clown said he likes.
Well, he didn't say he liked them. He said he'd probably have to root for them. That was a little team. He thinks you should only root for teams that you're like city connected to. He feels that he could root for Monterrey in Mexico if he wants because he lives right by the stadium.
The Oxford City Ultras officially disbanded themselves. By
That's
the
a half, folks. I guess the other thing to talk about is Leverkusen has 2 more games left in all competitions. The big one being Europa League and
Kaiserslautern.
And the last one being Kaiserslautern is the next Saturday. Does anybody see any way of them fucking this up?
Yes.
How?
Kaiserslautern.
You gotta get more than. I know that's what you want, but why?
Oh, I obviously don't think they will. I don't think they will.
It's too damn good.
As much as I like Atalanta's attack, I just don't.
So here's,
Leverkusen is too good.
Well,
here's how it's going to go. Here's how it's going to go in the cup final, Tommy. I'll just give you a very quick rundown, right?
Okay.
So, what will happen is Leverkusen will get 2 straight red cards within the first 5 minutes.
That's the only way to win. Yeah, sure.
Realistic, what's going to happen is 5 minutes in, Leverkusen are going to get a goal, and then after another 12 minutes, Leverkusen will get a goal, and then they'll get another goal, and then they'll get another goal, and then it'll end up being like 5-0 in the end, and it'll be like, how the hell is this a final?
I mean, the fact that the other team almost got relegated, like Kaiserslautern, was fighting for survival. In the
Yeah, that was
second
kind of funny, wasn't it? They were looking at relegation, and they're in the final. It reminds me of like the U.S. Open, because like absolutely nobody cares about the U.S. Open, and you get all these like terrible MLS teams that are like winning it and shit, you know. The U.S. Open's been completely ruined, though. They send their second teams now, a chunk of them. What I think is Apple TV wants nothing to do with them, and MLS would rather, have 10 million friendlies with the big clubs in Europe, because they said the reason they cut it down is it's congestion. Yet they have all these pointless fucking games during the season because they want to play Celtic or they want to play Arsenal or they want to play Man City or some shit like that. Probably make more money on those games than they ever.
Most likely.
Yeah. I will say this, though. I bet Jurgen Klopp's not against it. I do wonder if these guys play way too many games.
They don't.
You treat them like horses, Nick.
Good. They get paid enough.
Yeah, but there's no reason to have them.
You get paid. Forsberg's getting paid 6 million a year. That motherfucker should play more than 2 games a fucking week. Earn your money. Earn your 6 million. I don't give a shit if you're fatigued. You get paid enough to get over it.
It's not good for you. That's why all these guys burn out at 32.
Yeah.
Hockey, ice hockey is a much rougher sport than football.
To not have to run around.
And guys play it to 37 and 40 all the time.
Yeah, they get paid 6 million a year to be run ragged for 15 years, and then they get like 50 odd years of retirement, living the rich life, not having to do shit. I think that's a fair trade-off.
They manage their money right.
15 years of hard work, and then they're living the easy life.
It's not a question of whether it's hard, it's whether it's healthy. And does it make for good football? I don't know. My problem with MLS is every country has a cup except us.
Well, you have the MLS Cup.
No, but a cup, a knockout cup. We have the Pokal, Copa del Rey, FA Cup.
The Papa John's Trophy.
Did you guys read that Real Madrid got had to pay 5 million more to Chelsea?
By the referees? What?
No, for the they had to pay 5 million to Chelsea for Eden Hazard, even though Hazard is retired.
Hell yeah!
Because there was a clause in the contract that said until the end of his contract, which is the end of this season technically, every time they reach the final of the Champions League, they have to pay another 5 million to Chelsea.
Hell
His
yeah.
contract is technically running until like 1.5 months. They had to pay another 5 million, even though Hazard hasn't played like a game in like 1.5 years.
This is the kind of shit I do
Easy
not miss
money.
about the States. All this fucking political bullshit. Young leader.
Did you guys see that despite winning the Italian Cup that Allegri got booted?
Yes. Did you also see that Allegri getting sacked was 5 years to the day from when he last left Juventus?
Yep.
I almost bought a Luton jersey.
Good for you.
What stopped you?
The price tag.
No, it's like I'm buying a house. Fucking boring.
I wonder if they'll go on sale anytime soon.
Well, I got the new Bayern jersey, the brand new one for next year.
I'm going to buy a Bristol City jersey, I think.
I wouldn't mind getting
Just to
Braintree jersey.
ETFC. I wonder if it'll have a new shirt next season.
No, I kind of like yours now.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if we'll have a new one next year or not.
I wonder if I can order a printed one. I can't stand not having a number. I got Forsberg on this one now. I'm feeling over. Fuck it.
Next season you might be able to. But this year they do not have numbers or names.
That's right. They don't. That's right. Your team is.
They have, the actual players have them, but you can't buy shirts with names on.
Wait till next year.
But yeah, they're going professional finally, and in the National League they might be doing that. I don't know.
They going to keep all those guys? They're going to try to buy new? I guess they have to keep those guys, right?
Well, Joe Grimwood's already left.
Oh, did he really? He's the best defender
Rendell
in the
was on
league.
loan. And so Grimwood signed for Barnet. Rendell was on loan. I don't know if he'll come back.
Randall.
Rendell.
Talking tier 5 football here. Actually, you know, I had a huge. I don't know if I ever told you this. I had a huge turnout for
Worthing Braintree.
Braintree. I had about 20 people in here and 15 in the stream. I shit you not.
Welcome back to the Audi halftime report.
It's amazing. how
Biggest
many-
game of the year.
I think everybody was rooting for you.
Mighty Iron.
With the worst little club logo in the history.
The best.
No, the worst.
But, you want to talk about the worst? Let's talk about Hamburg's logo.
Yeah, I concede the point. It doesn't make yours
Looks-
better.
Hamburger's logo.
does.
You know, I was in
It
France and
does.
like I was in France and it's the same symbol they use for like the environmental lane. You have to have like more than 3 people in it. You know what I mean? Like it's like the what do they call that? You go in the far left lane only if you have the carpool lane. That's what it looks like. It's like the same thing because when we were driving through France last week. They have like a line through it for no carpool lane and the carpool lane. And I said to my wife, I go, Hamburg, no Hamburg. Hamburg, no Hamburg.
Hamburg, man.
No Hamburg. She's like, why are you doing that? I was like, look at the sign. And she said, oh.
I think one of the most iconic things about the Braintree promotion is the fact that they did it all at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we went penalties twice in 3 games, like last time we did it in 2018. And then, yeah, extra time all 3 times this way.
Zurbanski. Why call him Julian Hall if his jersey says Zikabransky?
Did you turn off the stream, Tommy?
No, why? Oh, for you? Oh, yes, I did. Let's get back on there. Yes, I did. I tried to give it a little reset.
Classic 3-0 all in the first 20 minutes at home up on their rivals CF Montreal.
Sorry about that.
Philadelphia.
Why are we watching this? We should have watched the Toronto FC Montreal thing.
Oh,
Go
fuck
on
them.
the road. They've lost 4 straight at home.
It's Toronto Montreal playing. Yeah, it's rivalry week.
DC, that game was delayed by weather. It is scoreless.
So what's the rivalry between?
They have a lot of derbies in one week.
Charlotte with the Galaxy.
What's the rivalry between Portland and Minnesota? Can you elaborate?
There isn't. No, it was the last 2 weeks of it. Like, well, the last week I think was officially rivalry week, but we played was it DC United? Well, they had a game on Wednesday too. They had a match, a Spieltag on a Wednesday.
And then in first half stoppage time, it was Cameron Harper.
It's amazing how many touches the attacker got in front of goal before.
A lot of space.
Give a guy some space and he will give you, I don't know, goal.
Who said that?
Who said what?
What said who? I wish I'd have to stream this from the browser. I wish I could do it like I used to do it on that Roku thing, but they figured me out.
Bastards.
I have to get another splitter. Look, this thing's a mess as it is. By the way, we might have the new house purchased by now. We might be moving by August now.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're moving out of Wiesbaden, right?
No, we're staying. We're staying in Wiesbaden. We are even staying in the district, the school district. It's a fucking miracle, dude. Because we weren't getting thrown out, but they're selling the house, and my wife's like, "Fuck it, let's buy." Can we afford that? And she said, "Yeah, I think I can work it. We're only paying $1,000 extra a month for rent." And I'm like, "Really? Yeah, but what kind of house can we get?" Well, my workspace is going to be absolutely huge. I could put like fucking 10 more arcades in there if I wanted to. All right. Then I'll have a bar down there too. It's absolutely humongous. Tommy will have a room that basically covers 2 rooms normally because he's going to be in the attic, but it's not really an attic. It's all carpeted and shit. It's I wouldn't say it's a huge house, but I have a ton of space. And we're staying in the same area, so.
Sounds good.
Be a little more of a pain in the ass to get Tom and Shearstein to play, but I'm sure it can be worked out. Ooh, a little rain out there.
Water from the sky.
I got a rain effect for the stream.
Yeah, great.
Flashy.
Very faint. I don't think it's that.
Because in 2027, they will be opening up their own soccer-specific stadium, 25,000 seat stadium across the street from where we are
When?
today. It will be a game changer.
I thought they were opening next year.
City FC and for soccer in this country in general. Sandro Schwartz is going to make a change at halftime. Wiki Carmona getting ready to come into the game. Our word is, we're being told it's for Cameron Harper, who scored that spectacular.
Wow, the goal scorer is coming out. Cameron Harper. I think he's got a goal in his last 3 games.
Carmona comes on.
That's bizarre.
For Cameron Harper, a change at halftime from Sandro Schwartz.
Well, immediately coming off the field, you could see Cameron Harper was grimacing. So you don't.
Oh, injury looks like Cameron Harper.
Was it planned maybe to give him 60 minutes, and this one he came in at half? Because we've seen it throughout the entire league this week that the rotation of players has been planned. But again, another player, very direct, very dynamic in one-on-one situations. But you have to think Cameron Harper a little disappointed to come off after ending it with a great strike.
Sandro Schwartz only made 1 change from that team that played a few days ago in DC. Nick Cushing made 4. And the only change was Emil Forsberg, who's because of an illness beginning on the bench. So Dante Manzera.
All right, did you hear that? Forsberg's on the bench because of an illness, but he could play.
With the second half underway in the 28th all-time Hudson
Interesting.
River Derby. First
What a
half
pussy.
began with a goal just 3 minutes in. New York City ended with a goal 3 minutes before the half.
$6 million a year and he's not playing because he's got the sniffles. Unbelievable.
Will either manager be happier with how that first half went?
I think Sandro Schwartz.
I guess New York didn't have to pay a transfer fee because it's within the company, right?
Nick Cushing and his staff will be a little bit
His
more
contract was up.
Oh, it was up. Oh, yeah.
10 to 15 minutes. They were all over Schwartz and the New York Red Bulls, yet all of a sudden they grew into the game.
It's so
I
bizarre.
reckon they get sick pay.
Game where it became
It's so bizarre that he played
New York City couldn't
my
play through
team.
them. I'm interested to see the reaction from New York City
Got the
for
first
15
goal.
minutes here.
He actually got a standing O from the Wiesbaden fans when he came off from the Deutsche Pokal.
Interesting.
Yeah, Carmel. A lot of respect for him, Forsberg in Bundesliga. I don't know why you guys don't respect him. Harper. Put that.
I don't respect him because he gets a cold and doesn't play.
Wait, how do you know he doesn't call? Maybe he's got the shits.
Yeah, but then he's
Yeah?
sitting on the bench.
With the yeah, you want to shit yourself in the field? I don't think
But
you
you,
should.
you wanna
Lineker
sit
did
yourself on
it.
the bench?
He was fine.
So Tommy, what you're saying is you would shit yourself on the pitch.
If I say I don't know what kind of illness he has, and considering he's a first-rate performer and a hustler, I don't think it's illegitimate.
Tolkien had 6 assists last year. He is yet to have his first assist in 2020.
I think he's got a bad case of bitchitis.
You dare talk about Emil that way. He's been a blessing to this team. We're very fortunate to have a DP like him.
I'm sure you are.
It continues to be U.S. international, part of the Gold Cup roster last year, 3 caps with the national team, still just 21 years old. You made that point, Hannes Wolf on that wing. Maybe making John Tolkien think about coming forward, and Wolf trying to get behind him now when to throw.
Wonder if we'll see Tellers Magna this game. I saw that he's been injured all year. He was like their star man previously.
Well, it sucks to have like sort of the infield of a baseball diamond. This is much better to play here than this Yankee Stadium for throw-ins and corner kicks. You should see how tight it is in Yankee Stadium.
Wolf's been a huge part of their resurgence early on in this regular season.
Antovic draws the foul. Serbia reported $8.6 million transfer fee spent. This is his first start of the year. 4 substitute
Free kick.
appearances.
Long one.
Put up big numbers for Red Star Belgrade as a teenager.
Absolutely, as a teenager. But you also
Yeah, 30 meters or so.
similarly built to young Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Stocky, quick, intense.
For NYCFC.
And he looks like if you steal his lunch money, good luck
You can
trying
see a
to get
guy
it
that's
back.
offsides already.
He earns this set piece for New York City. Rosendo Mendoza has managed these situations carefully. Has a chat before allowing this set piece to go. Here we go. And his Wolf, it's a good ball.
Ooh.
And Parks couldn't put it on frame.
Carmona's a
The
little
kick comes to
frustrated with
nothing.
his defense in front of him because the in-swinging ball is perfect on the near post, and it's Parks just going up to try to win it a little bit and flick it on goal. A good ball in there from Santiago Rodriguez.
Bad weather in
Win probability model
New York.
in favor of the boys in blue.
City Field, where the old Shea Stadium
The
was,
second half.
in Queens, New York.
Kevin O'Toole coming out of that limping a little bit. Parks Parks will clean it up, send it back to Freeze. Uh-oh, under pressure, that is given away.
Oh, Morgan pops with a cross to Manuel and picked off by the keeper. Heads up play by Matt Freeze.
Immediately in the beginning of this second half, they're just a little sloppy. The last thing you want to do,
25 years old. Came up to the Philadelphia system.
Once again, as this second half begins, it's the Red Bulls that look the more threatening of the two teams, giving Matt Freeze more to do than Carlos Cornell has had, despite the early goal from New York City.
I don't think the game's been boring. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. It's been decent.
Decent.
Could be worse.
Think about doing the Mexican final.
Who's playing?
I don't know. I think it's been decided, but I was just thinking about it. It's going to be a late nighter. Probably during the week.
Could be an exciting one.
Oh no, I think it's going to be American Tigers. I'm not going to check. Well, Mexicans are playing right now, I think. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Oh, Italy. Netherlands. No, maybe the game started yesterday. Uh-oh. Red Bull with the attack, and Lewis Morgan loses possession of it. NYCFC clears. The Smurfs.
Game's a little disjointed, isn't it?
Yeah, does that benefit the Red Bulls? I mean, certainly.
Absolutely. That's the way they want to get after. And at times they'll play direct, looking for that kind of ball and that kind of situation.
That's how they got their goal just before halftime to make it 1-1 through Cameron Harper.
There from Edelman.
Spraying it out wide to Morgan. Morgan's got a little time. Now
Morgan gets it to Tolkien. Tolkien looks for the cross, deflects off the defender, and goes out for a throw-in. No! Tolkien decides to keep it in. Flipped up to Frankie Maya, threw ball back to Tolkien. Tolkien gets it into Venzier and goes off the side of the net.
Blame me.
When you're worried about another team going the other way, take a few more risks, and that's got to come from John Tolkien. If John Tolkien gets forward a little bit more, then Wolf has to defend deeper. New York City can't get out of their end. Great ball.
I'm not really sure what the announcer thinks John Tolkien did wrong there. It was a good pass.
Inside that near post, and it's 2-1. But great work from New York Red Bulls in getting into the final third, and a dangerous ball across the Matt Freeze.
Red Bulls continue to threaten.
Dominic Vancier tucks his shirt in. I don't like guys that tuck their shirt in.
Why
Except
not?
for Ricky Puig. I don't know, it looks weird. Rodriguez tries to get it to Jones. Jones falls down in the infield. Sorry, I had to get the baseball joke in there.
Really does look bizarre.
It does. I don't know what's the worst, this or American football markings, because the college teams play on the American football fields.
This.
Yeah, you think? You don't like
so.
don't the numbers freak you out though when you're watching the game?
Well, it's weird, but like at least it's like the same sort of pattern, like along the pitch. It's not just a random section in the corner.
Yeah. Oh well, they're developing play, but broken up by Red Bull. Fire put out.
What a throw in the end. And Yatovich is not getting it right, trying to get it back to Wolf. Manuel off for Zeno Mendoza. He will stop play and give the Red Bulls a drop ball.
I'm wide awake. Other scores in MLS today. A draw between Nashville and Atlanta United in Nashville. Inter Miami, Messi and the boys are tied up against DC United. 1-1 in this contest. Second half for Charlotte and Galaxy. They're still 0-0. The Evil FC Cincinnati, they're 2-1 off for St. Louis City, who's not having the season they had last year. New England picks up a red card against Philadelphia, and they lead 2-0, which is surprising because Philadelphia these days is awful. Probably as bad as they've ever been since expansion. Toronto 3-0 over Montreal. Austin FC 0-0. That's in the 16th minute. Chicago Columbus. Sure, Columbus will win that one. They're 0-0. And Houston, Dallas, Minnesota, and Portland all in the 16th minute, 0-0. And then the West Coast hasn't woke up yet, so still got games over there. Colorado will be at Salt Lake. Orlando, probably the biggest disappointment this season, a dark horse for the MLS Cup. Jeez, where are they? 12th.
I think that horse will be taken out and shot after this season.
And as far as rivalry week goes, Seattle, Vancouver, which is a biggie for a long time, longer than they've been in MLS. Goes all the way back to NASL. All three of those teams, Seattle, Vancouver, and Portland, have big rivalries being the Pacific Northwest.
On a field not as wide as others, why try to play through an attacking set piece and attacking corner when you know anything in front of goal could bounce your way? In my opinion, I get it. The training field, it looks pretty. That's a wasted opportunity.
Everton, Arsenal.
Absolutely. Deflections, anything can happen.
West Ham, Man City, and Liverpool will finish up against Wolves. Jurgen Klopp will say goodbye. Apparently, he's already moved his stuff out.
He's eager.
He's eager to move to Wiesbaden, I guess.
Or he's just eager to get out of Liverpool.
Do you think he would do something crazy like Coach Mines next year and then just retire over here for good?
No.
No. You think he's just taking a break to come back to a big team?
Yeah.
He has expressed interest in finishing his career over here.
Yeah, but I'd expect him to still be managing for another, like, 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, he's too young to... What came in? God, he was only 39, I think. Got promoted. He recently retired.
So what, he's 56. You've got, like, Roy Hodgson, who retired this year at, like, 76.
Yeah.
So... you should get, at minimum, another 10 years of Klopp. That's like if he retires, like, earlier.
Hudson was a legendary Arsenal coach, right?
No.
Was he? Could be, was Tottenham?
Roy Hodgson, he was Liverpool manager briefly, but he was crap there. He was also England manager when England were knocked out by Iceland.
No.
And he also coached Inter Milan and sold Roberto Carlos because he said he wasn't good enough.
No.
And then he went on to be one of the best left backs in football history at Real Madrid.
You gotta wonder what
Did well in Sweden though. Oh, and he was good at Fulham. I'll let him have that.
Lewis Morgan, rumors about him being linked to Rangers. Which is weird.
He should do it.
He's Catholic. I'm surprised.
He knows Rangers is the better club.
Yeah. Speaking of Celtic, won their umpteenth championship in a row. This year. We'll be in the Champions League while Rangers will have to qualify.
I'm sure The Celtic fans are over the moon.
Conceded an equalizer in the first minute of first half stoppage time.
Probably are.
Wolf
Insane.
called for the foul on John Tolkien.
I think if you told Green Man that next year Celtic will win every game by 10 goals, just league-wise,
Get it in to
he'd be,
Manuel.
I'm okay with that.
Manuel flicking it out, but Risa is there. Go back to Freeze, who will send it forward.
I feel like it's unfair to compare the average Celtic fan to Green Man.
Edelman,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do them the disservice.
Carmona. Morgan cutting inside.
Morgan lobbing one in, trying to get it to
Risa might make its way to Duncan. Did he get a touch? He did not. So
Manuel.
You could offer Green Man every single Scottish League title from now until the end of history, but the rest of the league liquidates so they don't play any games, and he'd probably take it.
John Tolkien taking his time. And for what seems like every instance of a set piece in this match, Rosendo Mendoza wants to have a chat first, or he's seeing something he doesn't like.
Do you know what one way to make the Scottish League more exciting could be?
Get rid of Celtic and Rangers and let them be their own league. Put Celtic
Yeah,
and
let
Rangers
them
in Prem.
let them rot in the Super League, like my plan. But
No.
I was gonna say, merge it with the Bundesliga too.
There's a 3-on-2 against Red Bulls, and Duncan gets back and breaks up the play. It took a little too many touches. New York still has the ball, and the Red Bull defense is able to clear.
That was a wonderful opportunity on the counter.
New York able to set up, and Red Bulls end. Trying to work it out of the midfield line right now. Long,
Reckon
long
Hamburg
ball to the
would
right
win the
wing.
Scottish League?
Leaves it for Wolf.
Drops it back to Wolf. Wolf tries to get a through ball, intercepted by Tolkien.
Tolkien in the way, and he clears it forward.
New York does continue to control it. Both forwards left behind, Manuel and Vince here. Kind of a switch momentum, good control for NYCFC. And the rest of their Smurf little buddies.
Or do you reckon Hamburg suck that much that they couldn't even win the Scottish League?
Is he asleep, Leach?
No, I'm here.
Do you think Hamburg could win the
Celtic-
Scottish League?
If Celtic and the Rangers are around, no.
We welcome in everybody watching on MLS 360. The Hudson.
What's the point of lying?
1-1. A goal 3 minutes into the
Have you
Oh.
given up? Don't you want St. Pauli to lose tomorrow?
and a goal in the first minute of first half.
You don't
stoppage
really
time from
care?
Cameron Harper.
I want Kiel to win the league because I like Kiel.
Yeah. And then your rival. Oh, here's
Change that. Step over from Wolf.
your rival won't win. Your big derby won't be there.
New York City will be patient. Sands to Wolf. Wolf cutting inside away
Oh,
from Morgan.
Wolf trying to get it into Jones. Jones puts it on net, and Jesus crosses it in and scores.
Take the load off.
The
Jesus.
sub bar car.
First goal of the year at long last. And what a match to do it in.
Puts it in.
And what it means to him. 2-1 NYCFC.
Where's this guy from? That's a
Bakar.
curious name.
Bakar, he's Algerian. I think he's been hurt for some time. Similar situation to Morgan. Don't really have him on big teams. NK Enstra, 1961. Not familiar with that team. I don't even know what
Oh no, I'm well.
Is it
Croatian
like,
team.
I was about to say it's like Croatian.
Yeah. And an Algerian team prior to that. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. Barkar is just brought in for their center striker, Majovic. the serve was taken out just a few minutes ago. Nick Cushing happy with that change, making him look real good. 2-1 Smurfs. Bakrar, excuse me. Moonseth Bakrar, that's a rough one.
How good that must feel. He wouldn't care what game it came in, what the occasion was, but to do it
Did feel like an NYCFC goal was coming.
must make it just that much better. What a moment for Bakrar and for New York City.
Be curious to see if Forsberg comes on at all.
I think he will.
He'd been getting those chances all season long. Been getting into those
Probably a case where they were hoping they were winning at this point, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't need to bring him on.
Yeah, well, they've been playing a lot better, and this is a lot better team than I saw last year, the last 2 years.
Bakrar again. Couldn't hold on to it. It's Tolkien. And Amaya. Just brought down by Keaton Parks. Amaya's
It's the
not
third and
happy
fourth
with
place
it.
team in
Keaton
the
Parks
East.
will have to talk whether it's
Frankie
in
and
the
Mar,
Mendoza, now Amaya.
Frankie and Maya and Barkar getting a shoving match.
Interesting is after the goal was scored by New York City FC.
Uh-oh.
showed a yellow
Looks like
card.
Sean Nealis ran his mouth and got a yellow card from the ref. That was smart.
Sean Nealis, I believe.
The Nealis, but it is interesting. You and
Or was
I
it
just
Kevin
confirmed
Nealis?
that
I can't tell the brothers apart.
great team goal here. I love the
No,
early
it's
ball,
Sean.
though, from Tavon
I'm
Gray.
sure they get that a lot.
The one thing that the New York City staff love about Bakrar is his ability to get to the near post. The numbers will tell you should have 4 more goals on the year, but it doesn't matter. A big one coming here in the Hudson River Derby.
Sean Nealis shown yellow. It's picking up.
Really stupid yellow to take, if you ask me.
2-1 now. The boys in blue.
Neal is supposed to be a leader on this team.
Open the scoring.
And he probably would have been captain if Forsberg wasn't there. That was a little disappointing.
And now have taken that lead back through Moonset
When has telling off the
Bakrar
referee
don't
ever
know.
worked?
this season.
Never.
I don't have any.
But also on that Forsberg note, quick, I don't like it when new players get the captaincy like that.
I don't like it either, but it happens in hockey too. If you're good enough, if you come from like you're Bundesliga scoring champion and you come to MLS, you get the fucking you get the captaincy. That being said, I really don't I don't think Forsberg's a bad leader at all. It's not the worst guy to have in your captaincy. But I tend to agree with you, Nick.
Forward towards Gray. Ayla.
I think like in here, it's like your reputation, what you've done prior in a situation like that.
Well, not a bad.
And it looks like you're getting your
It
wish.
is.
Forsberg illness.
He'll go in for Edelman,
He comes in and he'll go the
New
last
Jersey
20 minutes
native.
or so. Dennis Yangor will also come on.
And Dennis
Taking
Yangler,
a
who I don't. Oh, Dennis
paracetamol, he's
Yangler will go
coming
in
on.
for Edelman. Excuse me. I'm not too familiar with Yangler. I haven't seen him this much this season.
And Forsberg for Dante Van Zer.
Forsberg will play a striker role here
As the Red Bulls now
if he's going to go in
back
for
into this.
Vencer.
Emil Forsberg.
And Vencer had a very good game. Created a lot of chances, did a lot of stuff. No, it looks like what they're going to do is they'll move Lewis Morgan up, and they'll put Morgan in where Forsberg was playing. Morgan was playing out of position most of the game. Sort of playing a left back position.
4 goals, 3 assists this year. He has brought a leadership presence, a big player presence that we haven't had.
NYCFC's got it
Over the head
worked in the
of
corner.
Jones.
Tries to fire it. A little too much on it in the aerial cross. Throw in New York. Duncan will take it.
Fair to say, it's been several years since the Red Bulls have had a player like Emil Forsberg.
Yeah, I agree
And
with you.
adding that to this roster is a big reason why they're in third in the East entering tonight.
Absolutely. But I'd also argue there's one more to be had.
Carmona tries to get it through, but he's stripped away. Foul.
Use it this summer.
NYCFC, and
Sands
the Red Bulls will get a
While in the New York
A free
Red Bulls
kick
argument,
just
this is
behind
a
their
yellow
midfield
card
line.
challenge. Keep in mind, James Sands on a yellow because he kicked the ball away discussed. There is a good, legitimate argument that that's a second yellow card. Now listen, the viewers at home, you'll see it, he wins the ball, but that's not
It's a
in
yellow
the
card
laws.
shield.
He goes through the attacking player as well. There's a good argument that's a second yellow.
Rosendo Mendoza keeps the card in his
70th minute.
Sands remaining in.
Now most players will tell you a good crunching tackle, give the player the benefit of the doubt, but the fact is that early yellow card plants the seed in the
A
rest
long ball to John
Tolkien.
Tolkien.
John Tolkien.
Tolkien tries to get some 1v1. Doesn't get it. Great. Bops it away. Oh, and they'll call the ball for Red Bull.
Tolkien from Chatham, New Jersey. Tavon Gray from the Bronx, from New York City.
There's a lot of local guys. Grace from the Bronx.
Tolkien to Amaya.
Tolkien to Amaya, and Maya just gives it away. I guess he tried to pass it back to Tolkien for reasons not understood. And New York, NYC, the Smurfs will get a throw in. Very poor.
Was a shite pass attempt.
Yeah. Could have been a miscommunication of what they're trying to do. It just was awful. Rodriguez will be replaced by Pereira, one of the highest scoring players on NYCFC.
Couple changes from Nick Cushing. Andres Pereira.
Could they come up with a nickname for this team instead of having to say because you can't say New York and New York.
Yeah, Red Bulls in New York.
I'm not calling them Red Bulls. If I can help it.
Nicknames: the Pigeons.
Yeah, the Pigeons. Yeah, because that guy with the pigeon outfit.
The Bronx Blues and the Boys in Blue.
I like the Bronx Blues. I like the Smurfs too.
Aren't the Boys in Blue just the police?
Yeah.
I feel like you can't have that nickname.
New York Rangers are kind of the police. They're kind of a police themed team. They're the Broadway Blues.
So everyone hates them.
No, they're beloved by all of the tri-state area.
But everyone hates the police.
Not if they're keeping bad people out of your neighborhood.
What if they are the bad people in your neighborhood? What then?
Well, if they're keeping the really bad people out of your neighborhood.
It'll be up to the Red Bulls though to try to find a way back into this Hudson River Derby.
Ugh, I don't want to lose this.
The good thing is you're not losing. The team you support is losing.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, if anything, that means he is losing.
He's losing his shit. I thought the shit
Aren't
was...
we all?
This? What do we got here? Nothing.
Defended well by Thiago Martins. Keaton Parks might be open for New York City. Hennis Wolf. Bakrar let it run on. And then cleared. Oh, Parks gave it away to Forsberg.
Forsberg tries to get it out.
Hennis Wolf.
Tries to dribble his way out of it through three guys. Doesn't work out for him, and that gives New York the Blues a chance to play. Bakrar, who previously has a goal, trying to fight his way through, and Sean Neal's forces a goal kick. Good job. Good defense.
Shielding players off. He's fighting for seconds. It's just he's consistently a menace for Nealis and the Red Bulls defense.
Oh no, he's a corner. I thought the last touch was made by a blue. Delivery in the box. Knocked away.
And Tolkien.
And Tolkien harassed, but it only turns into a Red Bull throw-in. Rain is back.
Came back in 2021. Orlando, then Philadelphia. Signed with Philadelphia last year. Andres Perea did. Then was loaned to New York City at the end of the 2023 season. Just wasn't in the plans of Jim Curtin and the Union, and has had a career resurgence under Nick Cushing, who acquired him permanently in the offseason.
Well, he gives them a presence in the midfield, a two-way presence, an athletic presence, one that can really get after you, put you in some bad moments. He's actually given them a little bit more dynamism through the middle. It may not be as good on the ball as Parks or even Sands at times, but he gives them a different look, and one that I think is much needed in this league.
Yankor floating it in.
Oh, Yankor floats it in. A lot of contact with Manuel and Freeze. Freeze not happy. It looks like Manuel took most of it. He's on his back in the box.
Challenge Manuel, but it's a 50-50 ball. The ball's whipped in. He's an attacking player. There's no cheap shot.
Yeah, it looks like Gray kind of pushed him into him, huh?
I'm not sure what
No, not really.
felt like Manuel was trying to do. The ball was whipped in.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a foul there.
These are the match rankings
neither.
presented by Target.
Match
Bakrar
rankings.
already adding to his expected goals number. What he'll be happy with, though, is the actual goals no longer reads 0. His first goal of the season on his 34th shot.
Banzir being the only Red Bull player there
Must be. You could see it in the
makes it even more questionable that he was the one brought off.
go-ahead goal, game-winning goal. If things stay as they are.
Shows there he
Banzir?
was the one getting the chances, and half the time it was him
Yeah.
creating his own chances.
Didn't like the move at all. I was a little surprised by it. I get the feeling that Dominic Banzir is not well liked. Or not Dominic Banzir, Dante. I get that feeling. Remember, the San Jose Earthquakes almost walked off the field because of his little monkey joke.
Final 12 minutes before stoppage time of the Hudson River Derby.
And Yankor now will play that right-sided player left by the
Red Bulls try to start an attack. Loose Morgan. He's facing 3 guys looking for somebody to drop the ball to. To Frankie Maia, who makes another bad pass. John Polkin is able to dig it out this time. He tries to get it to the center, but is cleared away by New York. No, wrong. A foul. And Blues will get a kick. A free kick. Look at, little Sandro Schwartz got the bug eyes, huh?
Sandro Schwartz and Nick Cushing. Nick Cushing will bring New York City FC into New England next Saturday. Face Carlos Seal in the Revolution. You can watch live May 25th, 7:30 Eastern, right here on MLS Season Pass. Perea has Bakrar in the middle. He's going to keep it himself. Maybe just took too long. That moment was on for a second.
Well, he took too long, but part of it is the surface.
Blues set up for an attack
On that grass
on the
on
right
top
side of the field here.
City Field, and it plays a little bit slower. I think he's just unsure of whether or not the ball is going to bounce. But you're right, Bakrar was wide open.
The Pigeons retreat.
Problem, 2027.
What a day that's going to be for this league.
Next door to where we are right now, behind the goal being defended by
Pigeons
New York
retreat.
City. Across the street, they'll have their own soccer-specific stadium. It will be spectacular. Here's Kevin
Can you believe it's almost been a year since Messi came to the league?
by Noah Ayla,
Like a
and
month
he's
away.
fouled by Moussa Bakrar.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
That's flown
I
by.
know.
Holy shit. Feels like he's only been there a few months.
I know. Well, technically in a way.
That's his goal.
Well, yeah, but
Well, he's tearing up the league,
New York
unsurprisingly.
City trying to move into third in the East with a win. Jump over
but then he does that in every league,
Yeah,
so
he does.
A win would do that. Continuing. Wonderful run of 4. Augustino Heda.
I'm gonna be taking a. It's gonna be interesting what Miami does when he's not around in this Copa America. Centered, blocked away by New York Red Bulls. Carmona strips Wolf. Wolf blocks the attempted clearance, drops back to Sean Nealis from Tolkien and Sean Nealis. Now the Red Bulls will try to attack from the right side. Yangor with the through ball. Duncan dealing with two defenders. He tries to make a really nice cross. Finds Morgan kind of open. Doesn't have time to shoot. Gets it to Forsberg. Forsberg drops it. Oh, and Amaya puts one just over the top of the net.
Burke gives them a different look, doesn't he? We saw it with his time with the Philadelphia Union, always coming off the bench.
Real close.
Just changing the
Real
game.
good shot.
Good little
Quality shot.
skill here from Frankie Amaya, who's really grown into his own here with the New York Red Bulls after leaving FC Cincinnati.
One goal this season, it was on the road at his former team. The heat map is presented by Celsius, official energy drink partner of Major League Soccer.
The heat map is presented by Celsius? What?
Right
Jeez.
for New York City FC, and his
It's ironic.
his goal, his third minute goal was the
Quite a
first
good
goal.
company name to be doing that.
New York City off to a 1-0 lead.
Why don't you be our heat map
In the build-up
sponsor?
to what, as of now, is the game-winning goal from Youssef Bakwa.
Well, New York breaking inside the box. Stuffed away. Fired. Low shot. Deflects off a defender. Amaya gets it to Forsberg. Forsberg looking for Manuel. Manuel moving it in on the left side. He's trying to find Duncan. He's taken out from behind. He still has the ball. Fires it wide.
He did fairly well there.
Janky. Not real smooth like I'm used to playing. This is not the...
Great little individuality here from Manuel. Now he feels.
You got to admit the Smurfs have given the Red Bulls all they can really handle.
Holding off Sands, trying to pull Reese in a bad spot. It's difficult for him to try to backheel it or flick it on. to
Let's go,
Forsberg. He
Metro.
still gets something out of nothing.
Ojeda. Correa.
Oh, throwing
Forward wins a throw.
Throwing Metro.
The match day score is presented by AT&T. Look at that Canadian Classic. It's 5-1 now. It's a hat trick from Federico Bernardeschi.
Here's Gray trying to get through. Well read by John Tolkien. Kicked away.
It's dispossessed. Here come the Red Bulls now. Lewis Morgan.
Morgan. The dangerous Lewis Morgan. Dishes to Amaya. Amaya has a bad touch of the ball. Pops it out way in front of him, and somehow, some way, that ends up being a corner kick. It looks like Frankie Mile will be taking it as well. It's funny how a bad kick... no, Forsberg will go to the line for the free kick in the corner. And John Tolkien kind of lost his job since Forsberg came. Here it is. Personally, I'd rather have Forsberg in the box. He's so tall. And Carmona. And a header after a pass from Carbona ends up in the hands of the keeper. Matt Freese having a real good night in net. Only conceding the one, and there isn't too many goalies that could have stopped that from Cameron Harper.
I feel like I'd stick with Forsberg on the set pieces.
He's so tall, and I'm sure he's a better taker, but I switch it up every so often. You want the big guys in the box.
Yeah, but what use is it if the cross isn't good enough?
Tolkien, I have a lot of confidence in Tolkien's crosses and free kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I mean, he's kind of on the BUSA team. He's still kind of a prospect. I do expect him to be playing in Europe one day. And he's definitely a prospect. He's a guy that I would be lucky to keep much longer. He's an excellent defender. He has offensive ability. No, he's not just a bum that's going nowhere. Oh, here's a shot. Oh, is that in? No, off the top. Oh, New York fired an absolute rocket. It appeared to go over the crossbar. A really, really hard shot. Our frame rate wasn't really up to speed here to catch it.
I think that's an unbelievable reaction.
The chance sort of came out of nothing
Yeah,
there.
it really did.
Looked like Red Bull were just playing it out, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Forsberg in the midfield line. And he drops it back.
Yet here we are. It's taken all the way till May for him to get his first one. But that's what a first one could do. Now all of a sudden,
Long ball.
quick strike.
Pass goes nowhere, though.
We haven't seen the replay yet, but when
Looked like a
we
Hoyser play right there.
I really do.
That's why you're so excited.
Yeah.
What Heidenheim have to look forward to next year.
Shut up. Get the fuck up with that shit. You know what's gonna shit her pants is my telling my like, yeah, you went to Heidenheim. My wife will just like, you're kidding me, right? Yeah, I think like if he goes to a good team like that, it's proof that they don't watch them. That they just look at the stats.
Looking for Morgan. Gray wins the header. Red Bulls
Wouldn't surprise
They
me.
don't watch any tape. Well, I mean, and you just think about, you know, Hani Mukhtar wants to play for the German national team, right? About a year ago, they were having a hell of a time scoring. And they could have used another forward. And they were claiming they have nobody else. And there was some talk about, why don't you give Mukhtar a call? Oh, no, he plays in MLS. It's out of the question. That's stupid. He's winning golden boots. It was worth a shot, considering you have no meaningful game till the beginning of the Euros. Now, Germany seems like they've gotten it together under Nagelsmann, so that kind of puts him out of the equation. But prior to that, I don't think it was a ridiculous idea. I seem to remember Leach mentioning he wasn't 100% against it.
Yeah,
So
why
you
would
said, you said it, the word you used was, it's interesting.
it would be in my realm of consideration.
Yeah, you know how good he is.
He's decent.
Yeah, he's good. And it was just under that. Now look, it looks like they got it together. All right, I don't think I'd take Mukhtar now, but then why not? He says that's what he wants more than anyway. He wants to play for the German national team. He considers himself a German boy.
They have sent Noah Ayla forward.
So I do. I don't think they watch that much. I think they look at stats. I think there's just too many players around the world.
Did you see that Uruguay called up a non-league player?
Really?
Yeah.
It-
Some guy playing in non-league over there, and he's like banging in loads of goals, and he got a call up to the national team.
somebody's a good manager over there.
Yeah, Bielsa. The man that all the good managers look up to.
Oh, New York getting an attack.
He was fouled. A yellow card to John Tolkien.
Oh, Tolkien picks up a yellow card. Probably a professional foul there because it looks like New York was. I thought you were going to make a joke.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to make a joke of Cornell getting called up to Paraguay, non-league player. I thought that's where that was going.
No. That was a genuine news story I was making.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Send that link to me. I want to find out about that guy.
It's like only Bielsa could pull that off.
When you see cool shit like
I
that,
can't.
put it in the.
I
Put it in
think
the
someone put it
chat
in
room,
the
yeah,
chat a while ago. I don't know.
Non-league guy banging him in. Non-league for England? Where's he playing?
No, in Uruguay.
In Uruguay.
minimum.
How old is he?
3 minutes of added time, just 3 minutes for New York City to hold on, just 3 minutes.
We're in the 90th. Not looking good for Metro. Of course, I'd take a tie at this point, for sure. Losing, and you can see Sandro getting a little upset. They hate losing derbies, and you know the board holds it against them when they lose derbies.
They just want to kill it off.
That being said, I don't think the Red Bulls have played that bad. I just think the Smurfs have been the better team.
New York Red Bulls manager.
Minus a few passes from Frankie Amaya. I think they look quite good. And clearly missing Forsberg. And then I don't like the fact that Dante Vanzier was taken out. It didn't seem like a smart move from Sandro Sports. Created a lot less chances since he's been gone, huh?
Yeah. Just goes to show.
I really haven't had a problem with any of his decisions all year. That one I did. Hennis Wolf, the Austrian, will take a seat.
Sends it forward.
Walter Dominguez.
Oh no! Oh, Cornell's there to pick it up, but a through ball almost created a breakaway and an easy goal. Heads up play by Carlos Manuel Cornell.
Stepping up is Ilinich, coming into the game with just a ton of energy, drawing a foul. Guy who's been in the game for 30 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sean Nealis just picks up his second yellow. And Nealis has nobody to blame but himself, where you have to take a foul like that once in a while. The foul that he took earlier in the game by John with the referee. I don't mind him taking a foul like that. But you know, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. Way to go. You're a real leader, Sean Nealis. Good job. That could have only been a yellow, and it turns into a red, and we won't have you next game. He's the heart of our center backs, just because he had to get one dig in the ref 30 minutes ago. Real brilliant stuff. Real smart stuff, Sean Nealis. I'm sure that was a real zinger, Sean Nealis. Jack fuck.
Literally right at the end of the game as well.
Fucking asshole.
Basically last
fucking
kick.
Asshole.
100% a big brain move.
Yeah. And with that, NYCFC moves into third, taking Red Bull's spot. I'm going to say Red Bulls when I'm mad at them. I'll call them Metro when I like them. I'm back on.
I'll probably cancel you at some point.
Like when a parent says a child's full name when they're angry at them.
I don't know what Sandro Sports is bitching about.
Didn't even leave the field of play. He's back on the field of play, having a conversation with the referee.
That could be some extra discipline for
Super. And they're hearing that Nealis won't leave the field, and he's still jawing with the referee, begging for extra games.
Supporters who didn't have that long to go, though, in traffic, the trip over from New Jersey or wherever anybody resides in the New York City area can take some time out here to Queens. The first ever Hudson River Derby in City Field.
95 South
By the home team.
for New York Red Bulls.
2-1 winners.
It would appear that New York is blue.
Shut up.
Yeah, they were the better team.
No, tonight they were, not overall.
The Smurfs run riot.
We play them again.
Of course, that's how the MLS works.
And you're young. You don't really know the difference. And you
This
ride
is
a hot
disappointing
streak,
loss
and you
by
ride
New
it as long as you can.
Especially
All the Red Bulls need to do is sign Gargamel for the next time they play against them.
They needed to lift the Mount Everest off of that man's shoulders. With a game-winning goal, his first of the year.
2-1, the final at City Field. All
They deserve 2-1 to be fair in the end.
Fair enough. I look. I don't probably.
We'll have full highlights and break it down when we return.
I'm not real happy with Sean Nealis right now. Not at all. It's like it's like fucking Leach said, it's just big brain move. Stupid. Stupid, unnecessary, dumb. I'm still wide awake. I thought this would help. It didn't. And I'm upset and angry. Can you blame me?
Yes.
Why?
At least now you might be able to cry yourself to sleep.
I'm angry. I'll cry tomorrow. That'll be losing New York is not going to be as bad as getting relegated tomorrow.
Double whammy.
Yeah, it could be. Still. I wanted to give a big fuck you to Hentai for Life. One of these goofball Americans that like shit on the MLS. I think he makes him look like a hipster or something. I don't know what his thing is.
Mental illness.
He's also the only person that I know that unironically says footy.
Yeah, I know. He's not European either. He says footy. You never hear me saying that shit.
Nobody should ever say that.
No, you're right. You're not even an English speaker.
Instant death penalty.
I agree. Footy. What do you had? Like a illegal streaming service? You know what I mean? Footy, really? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much. See you around. Podcast coming Monday. Probably more rant videos, and I'll be doing I'm sure I'll be complaining about the Metro Stars tomorrow. Look for that video too. See you around. Good night.